In Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales, British actress Kaya Scodelario plays Karina Smith, a fiercely intelligent and ambitious young woman whose goal is to study at university and become an astronomer. Of course, this being the 17th century, most of the people, especially the men, she comes in contact with consider her a witch due to her knowledge of the stars and science. But when she falls in with the band of pirates led by Jack Sparrow, Johnny Depp, and abetted by Henry Turner, Brenton Thwaites, she realizes that she is not only the smartest person on the boat but can use her knowledge to guide them all to their ultimate prize, the legendary trident that belonged to the god Poseidon. See related. Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales Review. The Pirates films, despite their setting, have not shied away from strong female characters in the past, with Keira Knightley and Penelope Cruz laying the groundwork for Scodelario in the series' fifth installment. It's the biggest project yet for Scodelario, whose previous outings include Moon, her debut, Clash of the Titans, Wuthering Heights and the Maze Runner series. She says the third film, The Death Cure, is now back on track after a year-long delay while star Dylan O'Brien recovered from serious injuries sustained on set. We spoke with the actress recently in Los Angeles about working with Depp, Thwaites, Javier Bardem and Jeffrey Rush in the new Pirates film, what she did to make Karina come to life for her and the highs and lows of the difficult and expensive production. Den of Geek, you're following in the footsteps of Keira Knightley and Penelope Cruz, in that this is not a franchise that has had wallflower female characters. Is that part of the appeal, knowing that there's a legacy of these movies having really strong female characters? Kaya Scodelario, yeah, definitely. I remember seeing Keira's character Elizabeth in the first movie when I was about 13. At first, you kind of think she's just this princess and she's not really got anything about her. Then as the movie progresses she becomes so cool, and so kick-ass, and she's very kind of stubborn, and she's the boss. I loved that about her. I remember finding that really inspiring and great to watch. To get to be a part of that legacy is really cool. I personally think Karina's probably the most progressive character we've ever had in the franchise. From the very beginning she knows who she is and she knows what she wants to do, and she doesn't need anyone's help, and I really just loved that about her. It's so ironic that initially at first all the men in the movie think she's a witch. Yeah, I know, right? That's interesting because it's the 17th century, so for a woman to want to study science it was crazy, and it was unheard of, so they assume she's a witch. I think until the very end they still don't quite believe that she's not. But she's just brilliant and she's definitely the smartest one on the boat. What did you do in your own mind, or even on set, to flesh her out for yourself? Things that maybe we don't see, little pieces of the costume or things that you carry with you or anything like that? At a start of a job, I always buy a notepad or a notebook. I always find a cover that for some reason represents the character or the movie to me. That's just like a fun little thing that I like to do, and then that becomes my Bible for the character. Leading up to the shoot I will do a ton of notes. I'll do a ton of backstory, I'll annotate every scene, I'll just let myself think and almost just write and let the pen go. Then the first day of shooting I close it, and I don't look at it again. I try to have a balance of doing the research and doing the backstory, but then still letting the everyday work be instinctual. Still letting the character develop as naturally as possible, day by day, because there are so many other elements. When you see the set, when you see the costume, when you see the other actor, how he works and how you can bounce off each other. Yeah, I like to do a load of pre-planning and then throw it out the window, which might seem a bit crazy but it seems to have worked for me. What was the cover of the notebook on this one? For this one it was really cool. It was black with stars on it obviously, and had a very deep purple color, which I always felt like was her color. You don't have too much time with Javier Bardem, Captain Salazar, on screen. A small bit. I got to see when he was dressed in character, He would always come over to the set and I got to see him when we do the big action sequences where Salazar is coming for the Black Pearl. I was kind of there for all of that, so I definitely got a feel of him. Join Amazon Prime, watch thousands of movies and TV shows anytime, start free trial now. Javier, Jeffrey Rush, Johnny Depp, these guys are veterans and they've been around a long time. Did you observe anything about